things that happen in the society are demanding compromise. Demanding compromise. To change the figure. Demanding compromise. To divide the bed before the marriage. He said, I want to test. How can one buy, you want to buy a car, you don't go test them? You want to test. We say, if you cannot beat them, you join them. How wrong that could be. If you cannot beat them, you walk away. Flee. Joseph couldn't beat Potiphar's wife. What did he do? He fled. Help me. Hit the shoulders of your neighbor. Say, fly. Where is that our moderator? Where is she that moderated the panel discussion? Add it to your vocabulary. Fly. If you cannot beat them, fly. He said, we are in a crooked and perverse nation. But you must shine as the light. And be blameless. Yet in the midst of it all, one thing remains constant. And that is, Christ never changes. So hence the topic, the Christ-centered woman, the Christ-centered believer, impacting people in a changing world. He is the same yesterday, today, and forever. And that is why a Christ-centered believer does not lose our footing. You stand firm. Say, I will stand firm. Stand anchored in truth. Shining even brighter in darker times. Somebody is going to represent Christ and represent him well. You can be in politics and shine. The 7 mountains we talk about. You can be in entertainment and shine. You can be in education and shine. You can be in sports and shine. You can be in business and shine. Mention them. We see stars in this house. I said we see stars in this house. Not just stars, we see superstars. For there is the glory of the sun. There is the glory of the moon. There is the glory of the stars. Even among the stars, one shines brighter than the rest. In this house today, there are superstars. Your amen, they find my trouble. I say in this house today, there are superstars. When they put you among the outstanding ones, you will stand out. That's what it means to be a superstar. They pair you in the midst of the outstanding ones, you will stand out. He said, and this Daniel was preferred among the rest. I see oil of preference coming upon somebody. Romans 1:19 said, because because you love righteousness and you hate iniquity, therefore the Lord your God has anointed you with the oil of gladness, oil of favor, oil of outstanding accomplishment, oil of progress above your fellow. Somebody shout, I shine. Superstars. 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 If that is your middle name, let your amen manifest. Christ is constant. So anywhere you are, you must stand firm. You must anchor yourself in eternal truth. We must shine even brighter in darker times. Amen. Yes, the world is darker and darker. The Bible already predicted it, right? That in the last day, perilous times will come. The Bible already predicted that the world will be changing. The day I come across the men stealers in the Bible, he said in the last day, there will be men stealers. Men stealers. They don't call them kidnapper. You say, in the Bible. In the Bible. So the darker the world becomes, the greater the demand for light. May you be that light. May we be that light. So who is a Christ-centered woman? She's a woman whose life, identity, decisions, and purpose revolve around Christ. I take it again for a reminder because you have been taught since we began. She is a woman whose life, identity, decisions, and purpose revolve around Christ. She is not self-led, culture-led, or emotion-led. She is not self-led, culture-led, or emotion-led, but she is spirit-led and word-rooted. Amen, somebody. Amen, somebody. Amen, somebody. She's word-rooted. Spirit-led and word-rooted. Take that to heart. Amen. She reflects Galatians 2:20. It is no longer I who live, but Christ that lives in me. For yourself, or for, your emotion being dictated by how you feel, you are led because Christ is in you. Amen. As a woman that is Christ-centered, and as a man who is Christ-centered, you no longer merely exist. Some people they just exist. They don't actually live. They just exist. No, she does not merely exist. She impacts. Amen. She does not blend in. She stands out. Like I told us before. She does not echo the world. She reflects Christ. Amen. So, in Matthew chapter 5, verse 13 to 16, Jesus gave us a vivid picture of who we are called to be and how to live our lives in a changing world. Let us now read Matthew 5, 13 to 16. Thank you very much. You are the salt of the earth, but if the salt have lost its savour, wherewith shall it be salted? It is thenceforth good for nothing. Please underline it. And my prayer is that we will not be good for nothing. You will not lose your value. You will not be good for nothing. but to be cast out and to be trodden under the foot of men. You are the salt of the earth. But if you lose your savor, if you lose your value, he said you become good for nothing. Then men will cast you out and trample on you. So such a person become as carpet for men. You will not become as carpet for men. Yes. You are the light of the world. A city that is set on a hill cannot be hid. Yes, please. Neither do men light a candle and put it under a bushel, but on a candlestick, and it giveth light unto all that are in the house. Yes, sir. Let your light so shine men that they may see your good works and glorify your Father which is in heaven. Amen. Now, these verses we have read spelled out three identities of the believer. Three identities of the believer that will enable him or her to live an impactful life in a changing world. Number one identity. He said what? You are the salt of the earth. Number two identity. You are the light of the world. Number three. Sir. A city. That's who you are. It is easier to make impact when we understand who we are. It is much more easier to make impact when we understand who we are. And Jesus Christ speaking here says, you are the salt of the earth. Number two. Number three. A city set on the hill. From this point, anywhere you enter, you just function as occasion demands. Either as the salt, as the light, or as a city set on the hill. Tell your neighbor you can part. Your neighbor you can part.